All right, so far in the year of 2024, all the movies I've been mostly watching is just me catching up on stuff from 2023 that I missed. I've only seen 3 new movies so far this year that's come out. That's Argyle, didn't like it. Lisa Frankenstein, a surprise for me. I didn't think I'd love it as much as I did. I thought it would be more of like a Riverdale kind of vibe, teenage, young adult thing going on. Especially from that first teaser trailer, which is horrendous. But no, it was actually kind of like an early Tim Burton's-esque kind of movie. It was really good. But then I saw The Beekeeper, which is the film I'm reviewing today. It's directed by David Ayer. It stars Jason Statham, who is still a really likable actor. He actually kind of carries this movie for me. But on to David Ayer. He has a very interesting career in directing. I like his first couple movies. I like End of Watch, Fury. I think those are both really good. And then he made Suicide Squad, which is probably one of the worst comic book movies I've ever seen, and it was also probably the worst movie of that year for me. And then after that, his career just went downhill from there. But I'm pleased to say The Beekeeper is not nearly as bad as some of his worst films. This movie has some good things, just like the action. The action is actually pretty decently well shot here. You can tell Jason Statham is doing mostly all of his stunts, and he's like a 56-year-old guy, I think. So that's pretty impressive. And also, it's not like shaky cam. You can clearly see the stunt work and the action that's going on here. But other than that, the plot is stupid. I mean, it involves a lot of bee puns. If you took a shot every single time Jason Statham's character said something about how he has to protect the hive or how he's just a beekeeper, you'd probably be blackout drunk before this movie ended. Yeah, anyways, the plot. So it is pretty much John Wick ripoff down to the T, except the twist here is that there's bees. There's lots of bees. There's bees everywhere. And there's people talking about bees. There's people talking about queen bees. There's hives. There's a lot of talks about protecting the hive, like I said earlier. It's interesting. Yeah, anyways, so Jason Statham's character, much like John Wick's in the first one, is retired. He's helping out this elderly lady on her property. He has, of course, he has bees on her property that he tends to. And then the woman gets all her money taken away from this fake call agency. They commit fraud on her. They take all her money, so she ends up offing herself. Yeah, so Jason Statham's character gets revenge for her death on these people who are committing fraud all over the world. And then also this woman, the mother's daughter, is also an FBI agent who also goes along on the journey of capturing these people committing fraud. And I'm not sure what the actress's name is, but she is not very good in this movie. Even not very likable. I mean, she doesn't really seem, at least to me, she didn't really seem to care that much that her mother offed herself. Like, she only has like one scene where she seems kind of sad about it, but not like that realistically sad. She seems sad as in like she just like lost like $200 at the casino, but not that her mom died. Like, there's even a point in the movie where her mom's property gets burned to a crisp. It's gone. She grew up in this home, and she just kind of makes a little joke about it. But oh, like, I lost my virginity on this property. And then you're like, really? You're not that sad about it? Like, your mother just died a couple days ago on her accord, and now your property is like burned to a crisp. Her character just didn't really seem to give a crap about anything that happened with her family life, and I didn't either, to be honest. This movie is very stupid. Once again, bees. There's bees in this, and there's Josh Hutcherson in this, which is he's pretty much playing this young rich thug who's not that scared of Jason Statham's character. He's like, oh, just throw a bunch of guys at him and like they'll kill him. But no, just like John Wick, Jason Statham's character is pretty much invincible, especially with the help of bees. I'm just kidding. Bees don't get involved in with the action in this movie. I wish they did. That would I'd probably love this movie if there's also bees attacking people, and but no, that doesn't happen. it's entertaining. Like, the pacing of this movie is good. I can say that, and the action is pretty good, but there's not enough of action in this movie. There's some long stretches of this movie where there is no action happening, and you're just focusing on this dumb plot, predictable. You've seen it before a million times in other different movies that have also done it a lot better. In the end, it's not the worst experience. I would watch it at home. I would not pay to see this movie. If it's on a streaming service, you have nothing to do, it's a rainy day, I guess I'd recommend it then, especially for the bees. Yeah, so I would say this movie is a 4.5 out of 10. I feel like that's a little high, but it is, like, entertaining. It passes the time. I'd recommend it for the bees. Yeah, that's all I have to say about this movie. Anyways, if you like this review, comment something about bees, beehives, queen bees, anything. And you can also check out my Letterboxd account. My username is Alan_boy. If you want to give it a follow, that would be awesome. Anyways, I hope you have a nice day. Keep it real.